Brock Lesnar returns to WWE, Roman Reigns quits the WWE, Vince McMahon's iconic power walk confirmed to be 100% real, Rey Mysterio's secret to his longevity in wrestling, Randy Orton's recent absence must be cut short, Michael Cole does not get his flowers, Sami Zayn is jealous, Solo Sikoa shares a WWE update. Let's dive right in. Roman Reigns quits the WWE. Roman Reigns and his OG bloodline are set to face Solo Sikoa's bloodline at Survivor Series, War Games 2024. However, the original tribal chief is still one member short in his team. With just days left until War Games, Reigns might secure an ally to complete his lineup. As the Survivor Series is WWE's final premium live event of 2024, fans can expect surprises and twists to unfold. Let's explore strategies that the head of the table could employ at War Games. Number 1. Roman Reigns might bring back The Rock as the 5th member. One potential prediction for Reigns is that he might reveal The Rock as the final member of the OG bloodline. With no one in the locker room willing to side with the original tribal chief, Reigns may decide to bring in the final boss as the last member of his group. Even when Reigns attempted to contact Paul Heyman on a recent SmackDown, the number was out of service. This leaves the OTC with no choice but to enlist the Samoan Elder for the War Games match. Number 2. The OTC might accidentally cost the OG bloodline. Another possibility for Roman Reigns at Survivor Series is accidentally costing the OG bloodline during the match. This could happen if Reigns inadvertently hits a spear on either Sami Zayn or Jey Uso, leading to the original bloodline's loss. This situation would mirror how Sami Zayn misfired a hell of a kick on Reigns at Crown Jewel 2024 when he actually intended to hit Solo Sikoa. An angle like this would generate significant aftermath buzz for the event, as tension within the OG bloodline would undoubtedly escalate. Number 3. Reigns might join the Solo Sikoa faction after potentially losing at Survivor Series. Solo Sikoa has already pinned Roman Reigns cleanly at Crown Jewel 2024. So, if the self-proclaimed tribal chief is pinned again at War Games, Roman Reigns might consider joining the new bloodline. This could happen because the original tribal chief has proven insufficient in defeating him, making it more strategic to align with Solo. The OTC could take on the role of the new enforcer in Sikoa's bloodline. However, the former undisputed WWE champion may have an ulterior motive, ultimately betraying Sikoa to seek revenge. Number 4. Roman Reigns might quit WWE in the post-match. If the OG bloodline suffers a loss at War Games, Roman Reigns might make an unexpected move by quitting WWE as part of a storyline angle. The rationale behind this could stem from his frustration over not regaining his Ula Fala and superior power. Rather than continuing to operate beneath Solo Sikoa's power, Reigns might choose to walk away from the Stamford-based promotion after losing the double ring structured match. Vince McMahon's iconic power walk confirmed to be 100% real. Turns out, Vince McMahon's infamous power walk isn't just for the cameras, it's how he struts his stuff in real life. Former WWE star Ricardo Rodriguez spilled the tea during an interview with Chris Van Vliet, recounting a hilarious and eye-opening moment during his WWE tryout. Rodriguez shared the story of his 2010 tryout in Bakersfield, California, where he was being introduced as Alberto Del Rio's personal announcer. While going over the plans for his debut, Rodriguez spotted Vince McMahon making his way down the ramp. And yes, the Mr. McMahon swagger was on full display. Vince waddles down the ramp, and as I see him, I'm like, oh, so he does do that little walk, Rodriguez revealed. And I'm like, dude, that thing's real. When I saw him, at least in my mind, he was doing that power walk that he always does. For Rodriguez, it was a surreal moment that proved Vince's signature strut is more than just a TV gimmick. It's part of his everyday persona. McMahon is no stranger to headlines thanks to his eccentricities. From his well-documented dislike of gray hair to his meticulous control over every aspect of WWE programming, the billionaire wrestling mogul continues to fascinate fans and insiders alike. This confirmation of Vince's real-life power walk only adds another layer to the mythos surrounding the WWE chairman. It's the kind of larger-than-life personality trait that has made him one of the most talked-about figures in wrestling history. Love him or hate him, Vince McMahon's quirks are part of what has made him such a legendary figure in the industry. And now, thanks to Ricardo Rodriguez, fans have proof that the iconic power walk isn't just a performance, it's Vince being Vince. Rey Mysterio's secret to his longevity in wrestling. Rey Mysterio isn't just defying gravity in the ring, he's defying time itself. The WWE Hall of Famer, who turns 50 this year, credits stem cell therapy and modern recovery techniques for keeping him at the top of his game after over 30 years in professional wrestling. In an interview on Unlikely with Adrian Hernandez, Mysterio opened up about how cutting-edge treatments have played a pivotal role in extending his legendary career. Incredible. Thanks to stem cells and modern medicine, all the little gadgets that are out there, like cold plunge, infrared sauna, all those things have played a big factor in me being able to continue still, Mysterio shared. Obviously, stem cells is the majority factor, and that has kind of slowed down the time for me, so I'm aging a little bit slower than normal. Mysterio revealed that alongside stem cell therapy, he incorporates cold plunges and infrared saunas into his recovery routine, tools that have helped him remain active and perform at a high level despite the physical toll of decades in the ring. Starting his career at just 14 years old, Mysterio has cemented himself as one of wrestling's all-time greats. From his matches in ECW and WCW to his WWE Hall of Fame induction, the master of the 619 continues to wow fans with his unmatched athleticism and creativity. Mysterio also assured fans that he knows when it will be time to tap out of wrestling for good. Until then, he's making the most of advancements in recovery to keep his body ready for the squared circle. As Mysterio continues to shine in WWE, fans can't help but wonder how much longer he'll keep thrilling audiences with his iconic moves. With stem cell therapy and other recovery tools in his arsenal, it's clear he's not slowing down anytime soon. What do you think of Rey Mysterio's use of stem cell therapy to extend his career? Could this become a game changer for other athletes in wrestling and beyond? Randy Orton's recent absence must be cut short. WWE legend Randy Orton was recently written off TV after an altercation with Kevin Owens. However, a veteran thinks that the execution of the spot was poor. This was Vince Russo who gave his thoughts on the current Owens-Orton storyline. The prizefighter has all but turned heel at this point, having attacked both Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton so far. In a recent segment, Owens also used a banned piledriver on the Viper to put him out of commission, leading to him being stretchered out of the arena. However, Russo thinks that the piledriver did not look dangerous enough to warrant time off for Randy. Speaking on Sportskeeda's Writing with Russo, the former WWE writer stated that WWE needed to bring back Randy quickly in order to not make him look weak. He said, "They can't write him off too long with the way that Piledriver looked. Like if he is out longer than 2 weeks, he is a sissy Marie, bro. That's a mistake, because that looked horrible." Considering the Viper is very over with fans at the moment, Jonathan Coachman thinks that the booking to have him injured was to give him time off to deal with actual issues. Speaking on Behind the Turnbuckle, the former WWE general manager stated, "Is it a shoot? Is his neck bothering him again or what?" "That's what I thought," the coach said. "Didn't he just miss some time with an injury? This tells me there's something there, Tommy." And a lot of guys over the years, because of the constant bumping, as we call it, they get the neck fusions. We've seen Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, the Brooklyn Brawler. I wonder if Randy's having some issues, which would suck for him. He just signed a new deal, he added. For now, fans will have to stay tuned to see what happens next in this feud between the two stars. Michael Cole does not get his flowers. Michael Cole has been the voice of WWE for over 2 decades, providing play-by-play commentary for weekly television shows and major events while shaping the storytelling of numerous iconic matches. However, Kathy Kelly recently highlighted that the 55-year-old veteran does not receive recognition for one major accomplishment. Before Cole became a commentator in the Stamford-based promotion, he served as a backstage interviewer, similar to Kelly's current role. As a backstage interviewer, the voice of WWE played a crucial role in driving storylines and enhancing the product. The 55-year-old legend's smooth delivery, ability to ask insightful questions, and knack for getting candid responses from wrestlers made him a valuable asset to the company. During a recent appearance on the Before the Bell podcast, Kathy Kelly stated that the voice of WWE's contributions as a backstage interviewer are often overlooked. The 36-year-old female star praised Michael Cole's performance in hilarious segments alongside big names like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. "I was just about to say that. No one ever gives him Michael Cole his flowers for that as backstage interviewer. He was so great, especially in everything with The Rock and Stone Cold," she said. Kelly added, "Talk about someone who is versatile. WrestleMania 40 match." At the upcoming Survivor Series PLE, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Bronson Reed, and Tonga Loa will collide with Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn in the men's War Games match. However, the OG Bloodline has yet to recruit a 5th member of their team. During the same interaction on the Before the Bell podcast, Kathy Kelly jokingly suggested Michael Cole as a potential final member for War Games on Roman Reigns' side. "Maybe he, Cole, could be the 5th member for the men's War Games match," she said. Fans surely miss the voice of WWE as a backstage interviewer, where he delivered rib-tickling segments with Attitude-era superstars. Sami Zayn is jealous. Kevin Owens thought that Sami Zayn was jealous of something that happened in Saudi Arabia, according to a current WWE star. Kathy Kelly and Owens were involved in an accident there, and it seems like Zayn was not happy about it. Speaking on the Number Before the Bell podcast recently, Kelly revealed being involved in an accident with KO in Saudi Arabia. They were riding a dune buggy when it stumbled several times. They were lucky to come out of it with just minor injuries. Kelly added that Zayn tried to check up on them, and she had a weird interaction with the former Intercontinental Champion. When she told Owens about it, the prizefighter explained that Zayn might have been jealous of her due to what happened. Sami Zayn, after this dune buggy incident, actually came up to me, and I couldn't tell if it was concern or not, but he was like, yeah, a lot of people say that they flipped multiple times, but it's really only like once and you don't realize. And I was like, this just feels like such a weird conversation, as opposed to like, are you okay? And I talked to Kevin about it after, and he goes, it sounds like Sammy's jealous, which honestly makes a lot of sense. So not jealous of any injury sustained, but jealous that we had this story to tell, Kelly said. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are real-life best friends and grew up in Canada together. They entered the wrestling industry almost at the same time and wrestled in a lot of places before signing with WWE in the early 2000s. Kevin Owens finally exploded due to his frustrations, attacking Cody Rhodes after Bad Blood and Randy Orton on SmackDown 2 weeks ago. With Sami Zayn aligning himself with the OG bloodline, Owens might turn nuclear. WWE analyst Matt Camp shared on Busted Open Radio thoughts about the possibility of the current KO storyline, leading to a WrestleMania 41 match against his real-life best friend. Sami Zayn is going to have to answer to Kevin Owens, and amazingly, after everything they have been through, across Canadian Indies, PWG, Ring of Honor, NXT, multiple pay-per-view matches, a WrestleMania match already, dare I say we could get one of their best chapters yet if a babyface bloodline Sami Zayn has to deal with Kevin Owens, who has been the #1 most consistent opponent of the bloodline for the last 4 years, Camp said. WrestleMania 41 will be held at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's 5 months away, and many things could still happen along the way. Solo Sikoa shares a WWE update. Seth Rollins suffered a major setback on this week's WWE Raw due to a distraction caused by Solo Sikoa. The Street Champion shared a WWE social media post that highlighted how the Visionary's refusal to join the new bloodline for the War Games match ultimately cost him the crucial bout. The November 18th, 2024 episode of The Red Brand featured a contest between Rollins and Big Bronson Reed. This was a rematch from their Crown Jewel 2024 encounter, where the Revolutionary emerged victorious. Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn neutralized Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa early in the match. However, in the closing moments, as the former Universal Champion was poised to defeat the Auxilla, Sikoa emerged as a distraction. This allowed Bronson Reed to capitalize on the opportunity and secure a victory over his opponent. On Instagram, WWE shared a clip of the chaotic ending to Raw, noting that the Visionary paid the price for refusing to join the new bloodline for the men's War Games match. Solo Sikoa shared this update on his Instagram story, seemingly mocking Seth Rollins. The Auxilla and the new bloodline have combined forces for the upcoming Men's Survivor Series War Games match. The former WWE star Aiden English, now Matthew Raywalt, recently shared his thoughts on the situation. Speaking on the Rebooked Wrestling podcast, Aiden English wondered if Bronson Reed was just a temporary mercenary for the Bloodline's War Games match or a full-fledged member. Well, a part or just the Bloodline's hired gun for War Games? We don't have clarification on that yet, Raywalt said. Only time will tell if Seth Rollins becomes the final member of Roman Reigns' OG Bloodline to face off against the Sikoa-led group. Brock Lesnar returns to WWE. It's been a while since the WWE Universe saw Brock Lesnar. The Beast Incarnate was last seen having an incredible battle with Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam in 2023. Since then, rumors have been flying around about his potential return, and he could be on the verge of one. How? Well, Raw GM Adam Pearce may bring him back to help handle a major problem. Chaos has become synonymous with the Adam Pearce-run Raw. The 46-year-old has been heavily criticized for how he manages things on Monday nights. After all, there is a brawl, an injury, or a backstage ambush almost every week. However, obtaining the services of Brock Lesnar could change all that, and Pearce can start by requesting the Beast to take care of one of his biggest problems, Bronson Reed. Now the question arises, why Brock Lesnar would help Adam Pearce? After all, if he were to return and work with someone in WWE, it would probably be Paul Heyman. Although not a strong enough reason, the theory stems from a tweet Pearce put out featuring Lesnar on a stretcher. Putting the stretcher to one side, the tweet could be a hint towards the Beast's potential return, perhaps to Monday Night Raw. There is no doubt that Brock would be a huge help against Bronson Reed, who has been causing nothing but havoc of late. After all, what better way to put down a monster than having a Beast to even the odds? But of course, as with most theories, it remains speculation until proven right. With all the rumors surrounding his return, it's not that surprising to see some fantasy booking take place. There are plenty of ways Triple H and WWE can bring back Brock Lesnar, but the fans themselves have decided to take a crack at it. Well, as it stands, one of the most popular suggestions is for the Beast Incarnate to return at Survivor Series War Games. Now, a return at Survivor Series is exciting, but if it were just that, it would be incredibly bleak. However, many fans predict Lesnar to be the fifth and final member of the OG bloodline at War Games. It certainly would be quite the shocking twist, especially if his return is accompanied by the resounding cry of "Ladies and gentlemen" from Paul Heyman. However, as with the theory of him returning to help out Adam Pearce, this is nothing more than mere speculation.